Good morning, this is Debbie, and I'm going to show you what I've been doing lately. I have blinging out my Bible. Here, let me see. Okay. Anyway, I was watching the Needy Homesteader, and she had put these pom-poms on her Bible and made a big old tassel. Now, I'm not normally a tassel person, but it was so cute. She had the pink one, the King James. I always keep a Bible band on mine because I got so much stuff in it. So what I did was made me a Bible. I usually have just a piece of elastic, but I got out my flower dies and cut me out some flowers and made me a Bible band. I love this thing. And it turned out pretty. And I like my tassels and my pom-poms. They just make me happy. I have started reading again. I read through this one in, come on brain, you can do it, 2021. I can't remember now. I put it down for about a year. It's got pictures of my son in it, and I just couldn't look at them. But I completely finished coloring all the pages. I've highlighted all the little numbers. This is a Bible marker that my daughter made. She was doing that, I can't remember. It's teeny tiny little painstaking work. She made that, she was working on that in the evenings while her brother was she was staying in the hospital with her brother all day, and then in the evening she would work on that. So it's, and then my little dog Sugar chewed it up because she was just a puppy. Anyway, I've got all the pictures done. I've gone through, I've read, I've highlighted the whole thing. And right now I'm going through the New Testament again. Let's see. That was a prayer I put in there for my son and his girlfriend. This is Matthew. I'm studying Matthew right now. And let's see. Oh, this was something I found on Facebook. It was a story. It was a story about an old woman in the grocery store that broke something, and she was upset about it, and the manager came and told her that all that stuff was, she didn't have to worry about it because they had insurance for that. And then it tells about how that's how God collecting the pieces of your broken heart, and they're already paid for. Anyway, and I, let's see, that's some of the names. I had something else in here. I like to stick, where is it? These are pages off of one of those refrigerator notepads. Those are nice because they're just the right size to do a tip in. And when you've got a picture in here on both sides, there's no place for notes. So then I like to stick me a tip in there. I had one for, where's Matthew? Was it Matthew? No, it was in Acts. Hang on. Acts of the Apostles. Here we go. Here it is. I found this this page on the internet, and I don't remember where. So if it's yours, I'm sorry. Anyway, it says what happened to the apostles and where are their remains today. And here it tells the name of the apostle, and it tells how the apostle died, and then it tells where the apostle is buried today. And it has the burial site for every single apostle except for Judas. But here's a tip in. I like to put my Bible reading charts and tip them in, and then when I finish them. But anyway, I've gone through here, and this is the way I put them in. I get these, I get the thinnest paper I can find. This graph paper is, I get it at Target every year when the school supplies are in. It's super thin and it doesn't bleed. It's real nice. And let's see, where's my glue bottle? I'll show you how I put them in. Let's see, let me find it. Got pictures on both sides, and I'll tip one in and show you how I do it. That's too big. Let me trim that down, and I'll show you how easy it is to tip something in. Yeah, first of all, you want to make your paper fit. And might as well take them holes off of there. Anyway, where I have two pictures facing each other and I want to take notes, and I will just, I get these little fine needle tip glue bottles. You can get them on Amazon. Just type in needle tip glue bottles and they'll just pop right up. And I'm going to lay my paper here so I can see exactly where the glue needs to go. And then I get right down there in, this puts down the tiniest, such a tiny amount of glue. And you know, also if you have signatures that are wanting to separate, I had some signatures separate and I put that glue in there and it just fixed it right up. And then you kind of wiggle it down there in the ditch. And then just close it, give it a squish. And you've got a perfect, where'd it go? Perfect tip in. It's not dry yet, but then you have a perfect tip in, and it, you can stick like 2 or 3 pages in there. I do. Come on, fingers work. See, I do. I don't even know what that is. Introduction to, oh, that's Daniel. Yeah. I got these from a lady on YouTube. Let's see if it's got her name on there. It does, but I can't read. Inspire Ministries 2020. She has this that you can print out. You can go to her website and print it out. It's kind of convoluted to get to, but these are keywords and scriptures that if you underline these, she has a video on it. I'll try to remember to put it in the description down there, but I've been going through with those underlining those words in red, but they're very interesting. I love stuff like that. Oh, let's see. Where's my book of Matthew? I'll show you something. And I color code my Bible and I highlight it. And then when you go through it like the second and third time, you'll run across stuff and you want it should be, you think it should have been highlighted in a different color. Let's see. I was in here this morning. Just go with a highlighter down the side and write down inside of that. Like this scripture here was a study on prayer. And I underlined it in the color for prayer, but I wanted to go back. I wanted it to stand out because I wanted to go back and study it further. So I just do a highlight down the side in the color that I wanted, and I write down the topic inside the highlight. Let's see, there's another one on prayer. There was one. This is, this scripture, I just love this scripture. It was the man with leprosy approached him and knelt before him, and he said, you know, if you're willing to heal me and make me clean. And Jesus reached out and touched him. He said, I am willing. And I just love that. So I put that in my color for scriptures that I really love, and I wrote in it that that was a favorite. Because I had already highlighted this because that was a scripture on healing, and I highlight those in green. And then this was a scripture that was a, come on brain, you can do it, a special instruction. Anything that's a special instruction, I highlight it in this peach color. Anything in pink here is on faith. Anything in this orange color is a miracle that he performed. Anything in yellow are the words of Jesus. in this darker yellow, and right beside it is a reference where this is referred to in the Old Testament. And I'll go to the Old Testament and I'll write down this reference, and then I write down the Old Testament reference beside this, because I like to cross-reference stuff. But yeah, I'm reading through me. This was a note this morning. What does it say? Oh yeah, it was this scripture right here in green. But I wanted to remember that. So I wrote it on a piece of paper and tipped it in, and that way it'll stick with me. See it? That ain't going nowhere. That once you tip it in with that glue. Anyway, that's my current Bible. I've gone through here. I've colored all the pages. I've gone in the part back and marked all the pages that showed where. Anyway. That's my new Bible. That's my, okay, that's my current Bible. I'll get it right in a minute. And then, because of all the tip ends, it wants to gap open like an alligator, so I keep a Bible band on it. And I had this black elastic I was keeping on it, and I got feeling crafty this morning, so I made some flowers and stuck them to the Bible band. Anyway, that's my current Bible. I love it, and I thank you for watching. May God bless.